Hi guys, and welcome to what is truly gonna be a horrible shit show. Why is the screen black? I know why it's black. Because I'm stupid. I've been sitting here all day. Hang on, I'll fix it. I've been sitting here all day working my ass off trying to make sure that everything works beautifully. And how have I been testing that? By using Euro Truck Simulator. And so obviously when I'm then starting American Truck Simulator, there we go. I don't have a picture, but now I have. So welcome everyone. I hope you can hear me fine. Let me know if you can't. Let's also make sure that you have sound. You do, at least it looks like you do. Where am I? There I am. There's my beauty. I'm using my gaming PC today, just like I did yesterday evening, so hopefully we won't have any problems of any kind. I sound better than ever, thank you. Isn't it a little bit too loud? Let me know if it is. I have my coffee as well. Before we start talking about the trailer, 400 tons. You're not going to Syria, Quentin, unless you're doing it in game. If you're thinking about doing it live, I'm putting you under house arrest. You're not going to Syria. We need to talk about the Overfloater K100-E, which is the truck I'm using today. This is not Overfloater's standard truck. Well, it is my own version of it, so it's private. but I've shared the changes I've done to it with you in the video description. Very good, Quentin. I'm glad it's in ATS too, not IRL. So I've made a couple of changes to Overfloaters K100-E. First off, it's not a 8x4 anymore, it's an 8x8. Because I need an 8x8. My thinking here is that even if you bought it brand new from the factory, you could always customize it and make it a 8x8. So that's not something that isn't doable. It's something you should be able to do. I'm not zooming, Joanne. I'm flying. So I can fly to the moon if I want. It's not just zooming out. And I've done videos on how to do that. Anyway, moving back to Overfloater's truck there. So it's an 8x8. And then I'm using Smarties wheel pack simply because I needed a little bit bigger wheels for this thing. And then I did what many of you possibly don't know you should do. Carlia do know when you're hauling something heavy, how to make sure that you make it to your destination by adding more weight. And that is what I mainly have done to this truck. I've added quite a lot. I actually wrote it down here. Curb weights. On the front axle it's 5200. I've upped that to 5500, so not that much on the first axle. But on the second one I've upped it from 1800 to 6000, so 3 times the weight on the second curb. And then axle 2 and 3, 1800 default, I've upped it to 5350. So almost 3 times the original weight. And just because of that, I've added an additional 300 Newton meters of torque. Only 300. And default, this one comes with 3050 Newton meters of torque. I've added 300, so 3350 now. That's all I've done. I filled the sleeper with pies. So that is the changes I've made, and of course the only thing here that I feel is not 100% realistic is of course the additional weight, but maybe you could fill the chassis with lead so it's not entirely unrealistic. And seriously, the only way to get this thing up any kind of hill is by adding all that weight to it, otherwise it's impossible. But I haven't changed the transmission, I haven't done any additional changes to this thing. I'm still using the original 600 horsepower Cummins engine this truck comes with. Granted, it is a chipped engine, but it's only 600 horsepower, and I've added 300 torque to that, but that's not even 10%. So diff ratio, why didn't I write that down? Let's see if we can see that. We should be able to see that by taking a look at truck. 605 horsepower, as you can see. No, we can't see that here. It says 8x4 because I didn't bother changing that. Same with the torque there, it says 2750. Never mind that. I've added 300 to that, and I guess we're talking 2750 newton meters of torque, whereas my 3350 is on the imperial scale. We should be able to see. Let's see. I'm gonna show it to you. Let's do that. Just quickly go through them here. So I'm using not that one, I'm using that one. So there you have it. There's the numbers. First gear ratio 1471, last gear 085, differential radio 4.33. No retarder, but yeah. So there it is. Yes, Thanos. So what I did was that I downloaded the mod, went into the mod and changed. Under def you have, let me see, vehicle, and under vehicle you have some other files. One of them, actually two of them, because there are two 8x4s. So I've made the same changes to both of those SII files. Maybe I should do a video on how to do that sometime. Anyway, it's time to take a look at our trailer. There it is! And this is the reason why I'm using a no damage mod. As long as the truck doesn't stop on a hill while we are going uphill, of course, I should be good. Even if we are gonna go very, very slowly, we're gonna be insanely slow. You'll see how slow we are gonna be. Let's start by attaching this thing. So 400 tons. If you don't believe me, there it is. No, I don't have any additional gears on top of what I already have here. So no, but my thinking here is that unless I actually have to stop, which I won't stop for anything, we should be fine. Here it is, 400 tons, and we're going to do 1,010 miles. 1,010 miles. So this is going to take a while. Of course, we could have seen it here as well. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, look at that! It actually says 4 powered axles. Ah, very good, very good. Of course, I'm not going to try to attach it from where I'm sitting, so let's see, how much space do we need? We should be good there. So I'm gonna start, yeah, probably here in the middle, right there. That should work. No, it doesn't. Is that okay? Can't really say. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's right. There you have it. Thank you so much, Victor. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get this thing moving. I just need that as well. Everything is okay. Yeah. So obviously, usually I have problems making it through the first turn. I'm gonna try not to screw that up this time. And I screwed it up. I did. Ah, god damn it. Why do I always do that? Well, at least this one is easy to fix, I think. There we go, hopefully. I hope that's enough. It's not. Why do I always do this on the first? You know, screw this. I'm gonna do it properly. Restarts. Never mind, we never started this stream. I should totally shut the stream down and restart. There we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I made some changes to the truck and we have 400 tons behind us. Let's get started. Seriously? Is it? No, it's not. We're good. Ducky is of course here. I need that extra weight. I'm a horrible, horrible person, you know that? I get so tired of myself sometimes. The truck is Overfloaters Kenworth K100-E. Link to it in the video description. Oh, screw this shit. I'm gonna start here instead. There we go. Now I'm not gonna teleport anymore. And I hope I won't need the... I'll need it. Let's get... There we go. Diff is on. And there we go. Oh, and by the way, since this is the updated version of it, we do have T800s behind us instead of the Mercs. Yeah, well, I had 2 dislikes even before I started the stream. People really hate me, or they are really envious of us doing 400 tons. I will be getting up to a little bit more speed than this, but 12th gear and 18 miles per hour. This is gonna take a while. You know what, Cake? Let's have a look at the map. See what kind of horrors we have coming up here. That should be fine. Should be fine, should be fine, should be fine. That's going to be interesting. That one as well. And that perhaps. And that, did we do this? Oh, that's right, we did this route the other day. So maybe we should go somewhere else this time. Yes, I'm using Sierra Nevada. Maybe we should take an alternative road. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, you know what? It's going to take us at least an hour before we get to Tonopah. Let's figure out when we get there where to go. This is 136. I'm doing this on 136. I spent the entire day trying to make sure that this truck, with the modifications I did, that we didn't have those bloody crashes we had the other day when we did the 260-ton truck trailer, and we don't. So you know what, Ego, I don't right now, but I'm gonna keep it there because we're not gonna unlock it because you don't want to try to add it on your way up any hill of any kind. If you need to plug it in, then it's too late already. Is this a hill? Maybe. I've actually never hauled anything, except for when I was testing earlier today, never hauled anything this heavy before. This is a first for me. Do I vlog? Okay. So I don't really know what to expect. I was testing this using a trailer and a hill, nothing particular, and kept on modifying until I was able to get up that hill. It was steeper, much steeper than this was, of course, but it's probably not the steepest thing in the game, definitely not the steepest thing in the game. So but I was able to make it up that one, and I felt, yeah, this'll do. No, Cake, you can't borrow my RTX 2080 Ti. It's mine. Mine. Hi, Rob. Hi everyone else who's just joined us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this historical event. Hauling 400 tons. Yeah. So we're doing 30 miles per hour right now, and I think if we're lucky we could make 35 perhaps, but we won't be doing much more than that. Yes, it's Overfloaters Kenworth K100-E. Isn't Arias in Italy right now? Wasn't he supposed to go to Italy? I think he was. I think it's a little bit of both, Kalia. By the way, guys, on a personal note, very good day in my life today. My oldest daughter is flying home tonight. Her plan leaves in 6 hours and 3 minutes, and she'll be home then about 24 hours later. So first flight to Chicago, then to from Chicago to London, and then from London to Stockholm. So she'll be home tomorrow around this time, and therefore there is not going to be any streams tomorrow. I'll be at the airport. Thank you, Thanos. Yeah, we it has been a little more exciting than I wish for any parent. It's been way too exciting. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. How do you like that? She should have been there for 10 months, came down to only 8.5. We took her home obviously prematurely. Felt way too risky keeping her there any longer. Well, Mike, I'm gonna disappoint you now and say that if I could, I would use 0 pushers, because they don't actually do anything other than look pretty behind them. They don't actually push. Yeah, I'm a very, very happy pancake. And actually, so is she. I spoke to her just minutes before I started the stream, and she wasn't too happy about it coming home earlier this week, but she's getting increasingly happy about it, because everyone else seems, or more or less all of her friends there who are also exchange students, are also on their way home. Rob, flights are closed all over Europe, which doesn't mean that they are closed. It just means that foreigners who aren't living here in the EU, they can't come in, but my daughter obviously can, and everyone else living in Europe. So even if it's closed, it's not like it's entirely closed. Yay! A tiny little hill! Let's see what this baby can do. I'm calling her Carmina, by the way, for no obvious reason. I'm using the track IR every time I'm doing something that requires me to quickly move my head back and forth, and at the same time be able to keep an eye on the road in front of me. So for long distance, for instance, like the Dalton Elliott Highway, I used eye tracker. But for this thing, I need my track cats. So as you can see, we're doing 5 miles per hour in 5th gear, so we are good on gears. It's not fast, but we are getting there. And the reason we are getting there is thanks to all the extra weight I added to the truck. So I'm really looking forward to being pulled over for the weight scale. I want to see what this thing weighs in total. Yeah, Andrew, there are pros and cons using both of them. One of the main pro using the track IR is that I'm able to look at the side mirrors and at the same time get a tiny glance forward, whereas with the eye tracker, wherever I move my eyes, the camera goes as well. So but on the other hand, battery life on this thing is absolutely horrible, or relatively horrible. Oh, poor gear. It's gonna be a long day at work. I feel sorry for the guys back there, even if we're not moving very quickly. It's gone. At least I'm unable to sit down. They have to stand up the entire wall. Poor fellas. Sorry about that, Victor. Get used to it. Hi, Arias. You've been at the border for 3 hours. You're on your way home from Italy? If I've seen the tube lately, actually no. I think we need to go to Romania to see it next time. Oh, come on, baby. We can do this. Okay, 5th, then 5th. There we go. Hopefully that'll do it. Tjena, Mr. Sambo. So as you can see, it's very steep hill, this. The hill where I conducted the tests required me to do 1st gear. So we are going to be able to do much steeper hills than this. It's just going to be very, very slow. I'll try to remember that, Thanos. Well, if there is a 45 degree incline, I don't think we're gonna make that. Yeah, I do, Victor. Even if it could use a huge refresh, but I do like it. Hi, Milton. Welcome, buddy. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Oh, you're on your way to Athens. Christ, Arias, you should stay at home. Just lock yourself indoors with your family and stay away from everyone else. He's Romanian, Ego, but he's a truck driver these days. So By the way, there are links obviously to this trailer, to the truck, to the GUI GPS thingy at the bottom of the screen as well, in the video description. It's all there. I think Arias Trucks is a Renault T-range truck. Or maybe not. So I wasn't joking when I said that it's gonna take a while to do these 1,000 miles. Many hours. You have a Volvo FH now? Awesome! Tiny queue building up behind us. Trust me, you wouldn't want to see me do 11 miles per hour going past the pipe. Just Magnum ice cream. Truck. Why do you have to be so slow? Alex, are you here yet? I don't think you are, but if you're watching this afterwards, Alex, could you skin those for me, please? And the K100-E as well. Preferably this version of it. You know what? I tested the Java Barat map mod the other day. I don't know if you'd seen it. Let me put it this way, I'm not going to do a video review of it just yet. But without using any XP mods or money mods whatsoever, sure, you'll only have 600,000 euros after your first haul, but you will also be level 3,000 when you have completed your first haul. That's built into the game, but a little overkill, perhaps. Okay, end of freeway, so I guess we'll have to slow down then. My grandma drives faster than this. Except for Magnum. That's the only ice cream I like. What kind of Magnum, by the way? Depends on what Magnum it is. 4th gear. This is gonna be... There we go. I think this is pretty realistic. I mean, if we're actually holding 400 tons, I don't think we would be going much faster than this anyway. ITGPCZ, welcome. Do I dare take 5th gear now? No. I'm just gonna wait. Blizzard, you're absolutely right. This is, in my book, the coolest trailer mod available for ATS and ETS currently, simply because it weighs 400 tons. I love this thing. I just love it. Once we get over the top there, I'm gonna try 5th gear, but for now I'm gonna keep it in 4th. I do not want to get stuck. Sierra Nevada needs all the map DLCs for ATS. Actually, you know what? Let's do 5th. And 6th. Looks like we're capable of doing it. Again, the truck only has 600 horsepower. I can't do 6.5. I don't have 36 gears. But I'm only doing 1 gear at a time. I'm not jumping any of the gears. That's cheap. Beer, 99 cents. I kind of wish this was a special transport because I really don't want to stop. Give me a green light, please. Right now, preferably. Or not. Screw it. I don't have time to stop. I'm in a hurry. Sorry to hear that, Victor. You're gonna need the rest of them for Sierra Nevada. And now we get a green light pretty soon anyway, so or not. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna stop. We don't have time for that. I gamed over. By a Prius. My revs are high, but I'm playing it safe. Ducky is here. There we go. Let's get some. Let's get up to speed, which probably is 35. Oh shit! We definitely need more speed. Let me get the coffee out of the way. Holy mother of God. I need a diff lock, so I'm not gonna undo that. So we will probably get a warning now. But yeah, there we go. But I'm gonna floor it. I'm gonna give it everything I have. I don't know what actually happens. I've never tested ignoring that warning about the diff lock. I'm not really sure what happens. I am flooring it, by the way. I am flooring it. And we're doing 35 miles per hour, which is probably the most we can do. It isn't as steep as I thought it was. Seriously? What the fuck? I'm not impressed with OBS, to be honest. I don't know what the problem is. The thing that happens is that, and I am using, you can't see it of course, but I'm using the new OBS Studio 25.0.0, came out today, and I hoped that would fix the problem I had, and I also moved to the gaming PC instead to ensure that I wouldn't have any problems, and it's behaving the exact same way as it did on my old PC using the old version. So what happens is that I can't even stop the stream. I have to kill the tasks. There's nothing in the error log. And then I started up again, and after a while, I'm guessing it's probably gonna stop again. It's fucking irritating. And it's totally killing all the fun, especially now, because... Oh, we're still going. We are going, but now I don't trust my internet connection or anything else, so I'm gonna spend more time looking at the conditions of the stream. I don't think it is OBS. Yeah, Toby, I think it is internet related in some very strange way, because my internet is working, and yesterday when we had to abort and I restarted the stream later in the evening, during that period I did some more testing, and I've had a constant at least 500 megabit connection, so half a gigabit at worst. Of course that is bad because I have a gigabit connection, so it should be much better than it is, but still more than enough. So I do not understand what is happening. Looking at the log, it says that it can't connect to the YouTube server. I don't think it's a problem with YouTube. I honestly think it's my provider. There's something going on there. The specific problem I'm having now, never had it before. We've had a couple of streams before where OBS crashed on me, but this time it isn't actually crashing. Well, bang on, the only thing I have changed is OBS. And I hadn't had any problems for a very long time, except for crashes, OBS crashes. And disregards whether it's because of the PC or OBS, doesn't really matter. I'm running everything now on my gaming PC. I suspect Moat connection and YouTube ahead of OBS. I don't know what that means, bang on. Maybe if you try to write it in English instead. No, bang on, it isn't. When we had a crash on the 16-hour stream, that was OBS. No, you're right, that wasn't necessarily OBS, but we did stream for 8 hours. We had a crash, I had to restart everything, and then we could go on for another 8 hours. Yeah. But you know what, I might just end up moving to another internet provider entirely, because I don't think this is definitely not my PC. It's definitely something else. So I'm gonna blame my internet provider. No, Thanos, actually it is all there. All 16 hours are there if you're watching it on your phone or your tablet or anything else that has an actual YouTube app. You'll get to see all 16 hours. I don't know why it's capped if you're trying to watch it through Chrome or anything like that. Well, you know you're right because you write something no one understands. I suspect Moat connection, remote connection, and YouTube ahead of OBS. What does that even mean? Anyway, it's currently working, so I'm currently happy. But I'm gonna keep on keeping my eyes on that connection status. In any case, I think that more people should have problems than just me. If it was anything but my PCs, my internal network and my internet provider. Try restarting, Quentin. But this is not a action-packed stream anyway, so I have plenty of time to look at the excellent connection thingy up there. Yeah, we're doing 3 miles per hour right now. But we're going uphill and we're hauling 400 tons. So what do you expect? no, for sure, we have another 898 miles to go, and it's going to take us, well, the game says 17 hours. I'm not really sure it's going to take only 17 hours. It's probably going to take us way more than that. Because I'm not Superman, Nexurium, I'm Wombat. I kind of look a little bit like Superman, but I'm not. What do you mean, Game Dealer, the truck has seen better days? This truck has never looked this good, or behaved this well for that matter. I highly recommend my truck settings, actually. You should totally try it out. Yeah, this one isn't going to be delivered on time. There's no way in hell we're going to do this on time. Speaking on time, by the way, since we do not care about making it on time, you're welcome. Enjoy the landscape. We're almost on top of that very steep hill. Just too bad it's not that steep. That coffee is cold. Yeah, that truck is beyond repairs, but for sure it's actually still floating out there. And I guess it's gonna be floating out there until version 1.9 or 2.0 is out. I can see him on the side of the road there, old grandpa, going past us. Honest to God, I actually think this truck is capable of getting us up more or less any hill. It's just going to be very, very slow. Great story, Markle. Yeah, you know, it's a miracle what adding a little bit of weight to your truck can do. I'm guessing the total weight probably around 450, maybe 500 tons, including the trailer itself. Well, Retro Candle, I think most Formula 1 engines, do they even make it, say, 1,000 kilometers before they are gone? You know, old Carmina here, she likes a little bit of abuse. She likes it when I spank her a bit. Don't you? Yes, you do. See how excited she got when I said I was going to spank her? All of a sudden she's doing 14 miles per hour. Welcome back, Parrot. we're about to get this beast up to at least 35 miles per hour now. Exactly. Wait, Nexorium, you're not gonna download my version 3 global files, I hope? I've just released version 5. We are speeding. My god, we're actually speeding. Oh, the joy of speeding. Whoa. The worst map of American Truck Simulator. Define worst, Quentin. I'm gonna say the worst map, and some of you are probably gonna be upset. The worst map mod on ATS is all these tiny map mods that so many ATS players love, that just change one intersection or just a tiny piece of road somewhere. They are really annoying and I hate them, and half of you hate me for not adding them to my map combos. Yeah. Nevada! Rob, Bago, sleep well, my friend. Holy mother, we are doing 47 miles per hour. I honestly didn't think we were ever gonna be able to do that much. We're gonna hit 50. We are gonna hit 50. Right now. There we go. I never thought I'd live to see the day. Well, Galeric, if she can't make it, I'm gonna blow. We need to make it without teleporting. I really don't want to do this with teleports. No, I don't use Jäsemeister's Midwest expansion, Quentin. I do not understand. I mean, his expansion is, or a very early version of it, was built into Coast to Coast. He's updating it every single night. Literally every single night there is a new version. And I've stopped trying to keep up with all the changes he's making to it. It's going Patreon only. Wow, that's a bold move. Damn it! We have to make a turn. I'll have to brake. No, I don't want to brake. Ow. Braking you worse than Corona. Who thought they would hear something like that on a trucker's stream? Well, straight road, I'm gonna floor it. Let's have a look at the map, by the way, see where we are. And oh, we already made it to Tonopah. Fantastic. Fallon coming up. Now, question is, we did, I think we went up 395 to, or was it 3 days ago? Should we do that today as well, or should we perhaps go either this way or this way instead? You have probably 30 minutes to make up your mind on that. I'm using the static one, DTKK. I prefer the static one. Whoa! I also prefer to be all over the road, apparently. Game Deaver, watch me. I'm gonna make it. No matter what road you decide you want me to do, I'm gonna make it. Hi Miles, welcome. We definitely need something more challenging than this road. This is a little bit boring, isn't it? Darkness Eagle, welcome to you as well. Outlaw. Nice having you here, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, give me a thumbs up. And you better start subscribing as well, guys, because nowadays I can actually see if you're a subscriber when I answer your comments on YouTube, which is great. So I was actually kind of thinking of, should I stop answering comments or responding to comments from people who aren't subscribing? What the hell? What happened there? Well, Thanos, I'm sorry to say you won't see me here tomorrow, but I'm not sorry for the reason you won't see me here tomorrow. I'll be at the airport picking up my oldest daughter. So, but maybe on Friday. Till then, take care. I did 2 mosh pits. Welcome, buddy. Very steep hill. Holy shit, are you kidding me? It's not that steep. Oh, it is. It is. I was talking way too much there. Hang on. Let's see if we can save this. Come on, baby. Just gotta find the sweet spots. I'm not giving up just yet. I need to see if I can fix this. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, oh, god damn it. I need all of you to join me here and start pushing. With the weight I have on the truck now, I'm not able to... I know you want to do it, baby. Come on. It's so close. It's so close. Come on, baby. Ah, fuck. We need to... Try starting the engine. Come on, baby. It's so close. God. Okay, I'm gonna give up on that one. I'm gonna blame you guys. I was totally watching the chat, so it's all your fault. So I guess we maybe are up and running again. Let me just quickly check a couple of things here. Like that. This is fucking killing me. So I'm running VBR instead of CBR now. Let's hope that is all it takes. Now going back to where we were. I do apologize for this shit. I mean, I was so happy yesterday when it worked for without any problems whatsoever for a couple of hours. So I thought, well, it's not a problem on my gaming PC, but apparently I have the same problem there. Which means that I won't have to reinstall my streaming PC because the streaming PC isn't the problem. Let's move on. I don't know exactly where I lost you, but I have teleported to the top of that hill. Welcome, Sotka. But I guess I deserved it. I mean, after all, I did a teleport, so... Now let's just make it the last 766 miles without any crashes. We're doing 50 again. I shouldn't be back here. I need to be up here. Saludos, Felipe. Yeah, it's the Overfloater K100-E. Modified by Wombat. I made some changes to it so that it is able to hold this thing. It's now an 8 instead of 8x4. and it weighs probably times more now than it originally did. But the engine is more or less the same. So is the transmission.